Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Velasco. It's November 9th, 2016, and I'm going to be talking to you tonight about problem solving and how to make an organized list. If you think about what we've been doing in class, as we solve expressions, I have you check it by putting in random amounts for the variable. Right? And today I talked to you about putting in, just checking it with two different numbers. Well, that's what we're going to build on with today's lesson. We're going to make a table, make a chart. We're going to organize our data. So let me give you an example. Let's say that I have a budget for money that I can use to go out to eat lunch. You know I love that taco place down the street. Favorite tacos, the crispy chicken tacos. Well, they cost $3 a piece. So if I set aside $55 in my lunch budget, is $55. Okay? And the tacos cost how much each? $3 each. $3 per taco. The question is, how many days can I go out to lunch before I run out of money? And how much money will I have left after I go out to lunch? So we need to come up with an expression. So we've got 55 minus $3 for the taco times X. And what is X? X is the number of times that I can go out to eat. So I want to know how much I have left. So we're going to take away the cost of the tacos from my budget. Notice my budget was $55 to go out to eat lunch for the whole month. And it cost me $3 per taco. So I need to take away the cost of the taco times how many times I go out to eat to see how much I have left. So we're going to substitute in several values for X, and let's see. So here's going to be our expression that we're working with. We're going to make a table. And this is going to be the X. That's the variable. So let's say when I just go out one time, I just have one taco. How much money do I have left in my budget? Most of you can do that in your head and say, well, $52, Ms. Velasco, but I want to show you. So here's the work. $55 minus 3 times 1. What is 3 times 1? It's 3. $55 minus 3 is, you guessed it, $52. You guys were right. Some of these expressions are super easy. You're going to be able to do them in your head. But what you really need to get from this lesson is that it's important to organize your data in such a way that it's really easy to understand and you can just plug in numbers. Do you guys remember I showed you a T-chart and we had an X here and then we had some amount, some expression here, and we just kept filling in. We went straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you guys remember doing that? It's been a little while, but I showed you how to do it. This is really similar to that, except we're making it a little fancier by putting it in a table. Okay? So let's say after 3 times of going to get my favorite greasy chicken crispy taco down the street, how much money do I have left in my lunch budget? Well, 55 minus 3 times 3, which is what? It's 9. So that becomes 55 minus 9. And what is that? 60. It's 45. It's $46. I have $46 left in my budget. I can still keep eating tacos. Let's see, after 5 times eating out. So here's our expression. We're just going to plug in the 5. 55 minus 3 times 5, which is 15. So 55 minus 15 is 40. Let's try it with 8. 55 minus 3 times 8. What is 3 times 8? It's 24. So we have 55 minus 24. How much is that? $31. I can still keep eating tacos, can't I? But look at how nice and neat that is. It's a little better than a T-chart because, I don't know, it just is. You've got all of your possible X values over here, your variable values, and then you've got your expression and the outcome. Puts your work all in one place, makes it very succinct. You can also begin to see patterns, but that's another lesson. So that's my lunch intro. You can tell I'm talking about food. What does that mean? I'm hungry. Haven't had dinner, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys. So I'm going to show you another one. This one's going to be with Sydney. Sydney works at a car wash. Sydney makes $30 a day just for going to work, okay? Now, for every car that Sydney details, that gets through with the car wash and then they're able to pull it aside and really detail it, Sydney makes an additional $8 per car for detailing it. That means making it super spiffy. You guys know that. Okay? $8 per car for detailing it. So, my question is, what are his weekly earnings? Well, I can tell you that he works 5 days a week, making $30. That's easy, right? I'm going to think this over here. 30 times 5, super easy. He makes $150 per week. But does he? No, because you need to take into account the $8 that he makes per car that he details. So let's say, just on an average, that he's able to, let's say he's able to detail 5 cars a day. A day. Okay? So we've got, and we want to know, let's cut it down and make this problem easier. Let's see what it is per day, what his earnings are per day, okay? So we have an expression. He makes $30 a day plus how much? $8 for every car he details plus 8x. You know, let's be fun and call it 8D because he's detailing cars, okay? So for every car he details, he gets another $8. That's the expression. Let's go ahead and put, for different values of D, let's see what he'd make. So let's say he details 5 cars a day. Well, you have to plug in the 5 into the expression, so it's 30 plus 8 times 5. What is 8 times 5? Think, think, think. You know your times tables. It's 40. So you have 30 plus 40. What is that? It equals 70. So if he's able to detail 5 cars a day, he will make his $30 salary that they give him just for working, plus his $8 per detailed car at $5, at $5. I said that wrong. He will make his $8 per car of detailing, and the D is the 5 cars that he's done. So it's 8 times 5. Let's see what it would be if it was 7 cars that he's able to detail. All you do is plug in the 7 to the variable. $30 a day plus $8 per car times 7 cars. Now what is 8 times 7? I'll let you think. What is it? 48 is 6 times 8. 58 is another 10. Take away 2 is 56. So you've got 56, 30 plus 56. What is that? 86. I'll make $86. And if you look at it, there's a difference of 2 there. So 2 more cars at $8 each. That's 8 plus 8 is 16. 70 plus 16 more is 86. Do you see a pattern? Let's say he's able to do 10 cars a day. He's working hard. 30 plus 8 times 10, which is 80. 30 plus 80 is 110. And let's say 20 cars. Of course, Sydney's going to be exhausted. $30 a day plus his 8 times 20. 8 times 2 is 16. Tag on the 0. That's 160 plus 30, $190 a day. Hope that makes sense. All you did was just plugged in amounts for the variable, solved the expression for different amounts of the variable. Okay, these are the amounts. Here's a variable. We solved it when, excuse me, if you detailed 5 cars, if you detailed 7, 10, or 20 cars in a day, he still would get just the $30. But the reason he'd make so much more money is because it's $8 per car that he details. That's pretty much this whole lesson, guys. I'm going to cut it short tonight. That's 11 minutes, okay? So you guys go ahead and do your homework, and I'll see you in just before you know it, okay? Bye.